Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of 52 Licks. We're going to do one lick every week throughout the year, throughout 2020. I wanted to try and think of a good opener for the series, and that got me thinking about the concept of openers. And I think about that a lot when I'm transcribing. You can find these phrases that seem to just be a great way to kick your solo off. Could be trading, could be taking a full chorus. There's definitely something we hear all the time with horn players, right? Lee Morgan's opening phrase on Art Blakey's Moanin', right? That's a classic phrase. And Cannonball's opening on Milestones. There's so many others just like that. Charlie Parker's break on Night in Tunisia. Those are such great phrases to start with. Kind of just get you, like you're already killing one bar into the solo, right? So the same thing can be applied to drums. There's a bunch of great phrases that'll just get us off to the right start. So I wanted to pick an opener, and one of my favorite soloists for that kind of go-to guys is Nash. There's a record he did with Tommy Flanagan Trio called Live at the Village Vanguard, and I was kind of back and forth on these two different licks that both are great openers, so I just decided, well, I'll just do both of them. So it's kind of a 2-for-1 special here for the first one, but both of these are from the same album, actually both from the same track. That's kind of an up-tempo rhythm changes. So the first one is really simple. I'll quickly break it down and play it for you, and then I'll show you the second one. It's really simple. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and the sticking in the phrase is 1, 2, 3, 4. A little faster. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. That's it. It's the whole phrase. And it's very simple, which makes it a good opener, because no matter where we're coming out of or what all's going on, it's pretty easy because it's just boom. We start right on one. And also, that little punctuation at the end gives us a little bit of breathing room. So we can play boom, da, doom, doom, da, doom, doom, and then play whatever else kind of comes to mind. So it's a super simple one. I believe he sticks it right, left, foot. No reason you can't do it left. I think some of the important elements of it, it's got to be punchy, right? If there's not enough velocity in the stick and also in the bass drum pedal, then it can come out a little weak. And if you see it written out, it's pretty simple. What sells it is kind of like the Bruce Lee 1-inch punch version of it. What we don't want is it to be this. That doesn't have the same effect. What we want is... And it doesn't really come from volume, it comes from snapping. Versus. Somehow I was trying to do the face to whatever that last one was, which seems sad. So that's the first opener. It's really simple to use, a great way to just kind of, no matter what you're doing, come right out, play that, and you're off to a good start. The second opener is a phrase that he plays, and it's basically a twist on this idea. You know, we've all heard this 1,000 times. Well, it's kind of that, but backwards. It's going to be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the sticking left, and then right, left, right, left. 1, triplet, 3, 4, rest, 2. Now that 2 might seem like just a little kind of a throwaway note, but to me, the two things that make it hit. One is it's kind of the reverse of that little triplet fall that we normally hear. So that in and of itself is kind of a little bit of a twist on something that we've heard before, but it sounds a little bit different. I also think the second element is just as important, if not more important, which is that it has this feeling of 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. It's that emptiness on beat 1, because 1, triplet, 3, 4, all that's right squarely on all 4 quarter notes, right? It's the next bar that provides a little bit of, it's almost like a James Brown, like 1, 2, 3, 4, that sort of like on the beat, off the beat thing. Notice that both of these openers share some similarities. They both start on 1. Rhythmically, they're very easy. Technically, they're very easy too. And the first bar is pretty much just kind of downbeats. It's the second bar where we get some sort of syncopation. In the first phrase, a phrase I'm going to call 1A for our 52 licks, it's basically based in clave, right? da 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 da. It's based in 2/3 clave, where the first measure is kind of square, and the second rhythm contains that syncopation. And the second 1B, we'll call it, is the same sort of a thing. 1 triple 3 4. Except the syncopation is more James Brown than it is Afro-Cuban. So both of those I think are pretty easy. I'm going to put some PDFs together of both of these. It's going to include the lick itself, but also several exercises where we take the concept and then break it into several other phrases, hopefully, which will lead you guys into more phrases. I'm going to do it based off of 2 elements in this one. It's basically static, variable. The first element is going to be to keep the sticking the same, but vary the rhythm. And then the next one's going to be really to keep the rhythm the same, but vary the voicing. So I've got a whole bunch of stuff written out there. I'll put a link below to the PDFs. Basically, the PDFs are there. They're going to be for purchase, only for a couple bucks. What that'll do is that basically helps support these, and it'll allow me to do 52 licks all the way to the end, and hopefully keep doing these year after year. So hopefully a small price to pay. If you don't want to worry about the PDF, obviously I just kind of broke the whole thing down here, and you can kind of take it and run with it. So hope you guys enjoy this. I'll see you guys next week. Good luck.